I will start my speech in three, two, one. Okay, the first thing I want to clarify here is the first speaker of the government setup, which concludes in the vulnerable actors, which you said that the most vulnerable actors are the citizens that lives in Western countries outside Asian, because that they need a cheaper way to deal with their, let's say, disease or sickness. That's why we need to be like their solution, to give them the solution to come to our country because it's cheaper here. Actually, that's a, I don't think that's right, because like the actual vulnerable actors here are our citizens that we should be focusing on instead of their citizens, because Western countries has already given solutions to them, given let's say insurance to their own citizens. We should be focusing on the Asian countries should be focusing on their own citizens instead of Western countries citizens themselves, because it's not their because they're not that important for them to because they didn't have the must to deal with their problem. Okay, the second point is my rebuttals, which is the first speaker of the government team. You assumed that how it's cheaper to utilize cultural wealthiness for tourism strategies, which that leads us to a neutralization, which by you saying it's cheaper, that means it's a proof that it's a cheaper option to use cultural richness that Asian countries have, rather than focusing on medical tourism, which can make the country even get into more financial declines, which is most of the countries in Asian is already receiving the financial decline. Even though it's cheaper, doesn't mean it's worse. It's better actually, because it shows the true identity to the world of the country, of the Asian country itself, uh, and citizens across the globe would know Asian countries by their own original and true nature, instead of just, oh, we should come there because they have facial surgery, they have gender changing surgery. Let's get to three, which is my mechanism, which is utilizing social media to promote the beauty, to promote the fastness of the cultural that Asian countries have. For example, like we're inviting influencers, we're inviting celebrities, megastars, etc. How it'll work? We'll invite them. We'll invite big celebrities to visit the country to give, let's say, to vlog or to stream our country to show to their viewers. We could pay them, and the funds to like the payment that we have to do to pay them is not as big as investing in medical treatment. So it's a cheaper option, and it's way more faster strategy too. Not only that, but we could use the opportunity that when they came here by themselves to promote our country. Like we didn't even have to invite them. We just have to, like, let's say send a few teams, like offer collaboration and stuff. So like we didn't have to, what do you call it, we didn't have to waste more fun to invite them here, because they already came here by themselves. So we could use the opportunity. We could also promote our cultural, our tourism through social media by using current trends, like let's say especially Gen Z trends that are going internationally viral, to attract citizens across the globe, so that they have the urge to come visit the country. This uses less funds because it's only used mainly social media. Like we don't have to invest in technologies and stuff. Which that happens by prioritizing on medical tourism. how the second one is how will it spread. The first one is how it will happen. How will it spread? The influencers, if let's say even if your favorite influencers have come to this country and it's cheap too, it has cultural. They said that it's good. Of course, you want to come here because like your favorite person on social media had already come here. They already have given the voucher that this country is already good, so you would want to come here. If an influencer had come here it come to one of the Asian countries, it would make their viewers want to come here because their favorite person on internet had vouched for the Asian country. Moving on to my arguments, which I bring one argument here, which is culture. The problems that can be solved through culture is that one, the insufficient country's funds to improve, resulting them to use tourism as a way to solve it. The second one is they're in need of an efficient tourism strategy. Moving on to B, it's why those problems occur in the first place. Is that the first one is the inefficiency that the current tourism strategy gives to them. The second one is the funds came from the tourism sector is far behind the minimum target using the current strategy. See how it will be solved. Like good impressions that came from celebrities, influencers, etc. to Asian countries results in how the media will view Asian countries, how they will results in how their viewers see Asian countries, how the influencers will help us promote the country through their content, through their streams, because they have a good impression living there, because they give a good impression. They'll make their viewers grow and it'll make their viewers. The influencers will use their influence and fame to promote our country. It'll make their viewers grow an urge to visit the Asian country that they visit because of their voucher that they give to the Asian country. For the impacts itself, this will improve. This will improve tourism without the requiring of huge funds, which clearly makes this a better choice, a better strategy compared to prioritizing on medical tourism. Not only that, but the pace is way faster compared to if we are prioritizing on medical tourism due to the massive influence the influencers gave to their viewers. The last point, which is what's this? Weighing which the impacts that came from the policy that we're giving had solved the main urgencies of the motion here, which is A, the urgency for an efficient tourism strategy, and B, the unstable economic state solved by the funding that came through the new tourism strategy given.